Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm JoJo, the Joyous Genealogist, and today I'm going to go over a couple tips for you with you guys about FamilySearch, and then FamilyTree Maker has finally did an update. I know some of you are FamilyTree Maker owners, and if you are, you're going to love it because finally they've fixed the weather portion of the sync that they needed to do with Ancestry, and we're having problems syncing from FamilyTree Maker to Ancestry. So I'm going to show you how to update your FamilyTree Maker so you're ready for that update when they send you an email. So to get started, first and foremost, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the FamilySearch blog. If you're not subscribed to this, I highly recommend you do subscribe to it. There's a wealth of information in here that you can find, and it will help you keep updated with all the new census records, all the records that they're adding to FamilySearch on a monthly basis. So what I'll do is I'll make sure to add all the links for all the things I talked to you about, all the blog and the FamilyTree Maker information. I'll add that all in the description with this video. So the FamilySearch blog is so informative. It's going to give you a lot of information about history of your ancestors. It also is going to let you know when they're updating records and what records they're adding to FamilySearch. So like right here on July 23rd of 2023, you can see that they've added 7.7 million records to the online archives, and you can see the countries right there. Now, if you click on this, it's going to let you know the records below, and it'll tell you how many were indexed, and you can actually click on it from here, from the blog, and search those records if you want to. So indexing is a huge part of these records being able to be available for us. And I'm going to show you guys a way that you can help index if that's something that you like doing. So I've created a group for that. I've talked about that in the past. I just created it a couple months ago, so I haven't talked about it a whole lot because I haven't really been on here for the last month. So I got a lot of catching up to do myself. But this is really cool, and I'm going to show you how these records, another way these records are getting indexed a lot quicker too, and how you can help. There's two ways you can help index records. So I will definitely show you that. So yeah, this is really neat. And then let's back it up. There was also some information down here. Like there's fun facts about Australia, how to start your family, right here, like how to start your family tree. There's a video for that. Right here, there's like how to add family members to your tree with a FamilySearch ID number. So there's all kinds of ways to utilize their blog. It's very, very informational. So look at this, how to add information to your ancestors family person page. There's a video for that. And you get the gist, right? Okay, so if you want to come down here, this was really a nice little article too that they put out, finding U.S. immigration ports your ancestors used. And there's a lot more than I thought. I think they said there's like almost 50. Here, I'll just click on it. Almost all 50 states had a port that ancestors could use. So you can click on that if you want, but there's more information here from 1513 through 1990. There was more than 70 U.S. immigration ports in all. So this will help you find out more information as you're doing your research, and just educate you more too on where you might need to look for the ancestor in those records. So lots of tips. All right, and then there's also a really cool update. Well, and they did this one's another new one they did on the 9th of July, and it's got more expanded records. And the same thing, just scroll down and you can see all the records, how many was indexed, how many were indexed, I mean, and so on and so forth. Now you can see a lot of the records they're adding right now are not necessarily United States records, and I'm going to show you why and how you can help with this. Even if you don't speak their language, there's a lot of Spanish records you can help index. So, you can help with that. Oh, Croatia, look at that. Now that's something I'm definitely interested because my family is from Croatia. So, church books, this is probably going to be super valuable to me right here. So, come here, scroll through these, you guys, and see if there's any records in here that have been added that might help you look for your family. Look how many in Ireland were added, 75,000. That's a lot. India, 80,000. Some in Italy, Luxembourg. I mean, this is cool. There's a lot of records to be adding. So we are, look at this, Russia, 3 million church books, Switzerland, and on and on and on. Okay, you get the idea. So definitely check that out. This is the next thing I want to show you that was really cool in July that they added was new historical records for the church. Okay, so they added world. Okay, so it says right here, FamilySearch expanded its online free archives in the week of July 2nd. Over 1.4 million new index family records from countries all over the world, including one collection of 150,000 records from a worldwide census of members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints from 1836 to 1970, and more records from 16 different states in the United States. So, and then more were added from South America or Africa, Argentina, Brazil, and some other countries. So you can find the links below for those. So that's really neat too, to go back and see if you can find any of your ancestors that were in the church and find those church records in there. So there's a lot in here from the United States also. So here's the one down here for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Whoops, I didn't mean to highlight all that. I just wanted to highlight this part for you so you could see. It's the last one there on the bottom, and there's 148,000 that were indexed. So that is going to be fun to go through. And that's going to lead me to how you guys can help with the indexing effort. So I will add, like I said, this link here for the blog to the description page, or description box, the channel video. And then if we go over here to FamilySearch, I have a link to this indexing group that I created. This is the Joyous Genealogy Indexing Group. So anybody who is in the channel or on the Facebook group who wants to volunteer some time and want to be a part of this worldwide effort, this is how you can do it. You don't have to be a part of the group that I created at all, but I just thought it would be really cool for us to do this together as a group, and then it will track also how many we are indexing. And you can see, like, I started the group, I guess I started the group back here, and then I was busy for the summer because I had my cousin, so I haven't done a video in a while because of that. So but you can see that I need to get busy with my indexing also. And then we have a couple members in the group over here. And so what you do is you click on the link that I provide. It's either you can find it either in the video description box, or you can find it in the channel description box for my channel. And so it's always there too. So once you click on that, you ask to be added, and then once that happens, I'll get an email, and then I just confirm that you can be added to the group, and that's about it. So I think this is a really cool thing for us to do, and I am going to get with it and start doing some indexing probably on Sundays, because during the week I'm always busy doing other genealogy stuff. But what I've done is I can add record projects to the group. And so these are ones that I have added recently that we can index. And I usually only pick like the beginner and intermediate, because the more advanced is a little bit harder. But there's not too many beginner records right now to index. So if you can't, or you're having problems with indexing, I do have a video that explains how to index. And there's also on FamilySearch, there's a tutorial on that too also. So you can either go to my channel under FamilySearch and find that indexing video, Or also, like I said, FamilySearch does a good job with a tutorial that way too. So I just go in a little bit more deeper, in depth, kind of like how to use all the tools in the indexing, the process, and then the tools you can use to change the page, the layout, and things like that, and look at it differently, which is really nice. So I really encourage you guys, please join the group. I promise I am going to start indexing, and I want to see you guys indexing with me too. So let's get on it. But yeah, if you're not into maybe the genealogy side and researching the your ancestors, this is a good way for you to be involved. Or if you can't get to a temple regularly, this is another way you can get involved. So I just thought this would be so cool to make our own group together and just, collaborate on this together. And then another way you can get involved. So when you're at your FamilySearch account, you can go to get involved and go to my opportunities. And then this is another thing you can do from the computer, or you can do it from your phone. So right here, it says name review, and I've done 200, and I've completed 277, and I have completed 85 projects. Okay, so right here, name review is really easy. You can also pick whatever country you want to do. So if you speak a certain language from one of these countries, you can do that. If you don't, what I usually do is I pick Mexico, somewhere where it's Spanish speaking, because it's pretty easy. You can even get name specific. Okay, you can even put, say you have relatives who live in Honduras or Guatemala or in Mexico, you could actually put their last name and a specific place to where they live, and you could search for records in that area. And this is how I did the census record. When the census record came out for 1950, if I'm right there, I actually put in the last name of my family and the area they lived in Indiana, and I found the census record and indexed it myself, which was really neat to do. So that's how you can do that and participate in that, but we're not going to get specific. And then you want to just click search, and it's going to show you a document, and it's just going to have names, and it's this simple, you guys. It's going to just say, is this Adela Efronzia or Efronzonia? I don't know how to pronounce that, but and you're just going to go, yes, that is the correct spelling, or no. So match, edit, or you're unsure. Okay. Or you can also put not a person, transcription area or error. I cannot talk today, so maybe I need a drink of water. But it's really simple. They also have a tutorial on how to go through this. Okay. So I just wanted to cover that briefly. Now, if you didn't want to do it from your computer and you are, I don't know, you're sitting somewhere and you have time on your phone to do it, I want you guys to come down here and you can go to the App Store. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is the icon for it, the app. And you can just download this on your phone, and it's called Get Involved. And so anytime you have a free minute or two, and that's usually how I do it, is on my phone, as I do it just through the app. And you can do it that way. So this doesn't track in our group, it doesn't track how many we do if we do it the indexing this way. It's called the name review. It only tracks us, our records, if we are indexing. So that indexing is this right here that you see, and then this is the name review. So either way, however you want to do it, I mean, it's fine with me. It just won't track the name review for our group. All right, so right there, just again to summarize, get involved right here at the top. Click on that and go to my opportunities. Okay. And then, like I said, I will leave the link for the group in the description box. All right, now to the next thing here, we are going to go to the activities. And I always like to give you guys new ideas. And I've included this before in some videos in the past, but I just wanted to, I have new subscribers all the time, so I just wanted to go over this. If you're not aware of this and you're looking for fun activities for your family, for your grandchildren, for yourself, this is a good place to go. There's so many, so many. And you can record your story for your ancestors for down the road. You name it, there is a lot. But the one thing that a lot of children love, well, actually adults too really like, including myself, is view your ancestry's missionary journal. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Mission call letters and mission stories. This is cool. I haven't seen that before. I always find something new on here, you guys. But one thing that's really cool, a lot of kids really like, if you want to get them all involved in this, is go down here to the famous relatives, and you can click on that. But all you can fill all this stuff out. Like, you can put so much information down for your 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 descendants eventually. So, but right here, go to famous relatives, and you can see like these are my famous relatives, and these are leaders. And then up here you can see like the tab, like an inventors, scientists, entertainers and artists, church leaders, church pioneers, trailblazers, and athletes. Now, one thing that I thought was really neat, well, I mean, all of this is really neat. I'm related to Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Franklin Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, which I think is super cool, Diana. Um, but I'm related to a ton of church leaders too. A lot. Joseph Smith, Emma, Orson Hyde, Hiram Smith, um, uh, Lorenzo Snow, Joseph Fielding Smith, Brigham Young. It goes on and on and on. But if you, oh, Boyd K. Packer, I mean, that's so cool. He's one of my faves. Um, there's so many. So if you scroll all the way down, keep going, there's a lot. You can go on your church pioneers, and I have found records about Levi Nickerson. The Nickersons are in the Doctrine and Covenants. There is a revelation given according to them in section 100 in the first couple of verses. So that's really cool. So you can go in here and you can find more records about your church pioneers and your ancestors from the early church. So I think that is really neat to have that information and to go back and just read about their lives, because there's a lot of history that the church has been able to gather on a lot of your ancestors here that pioneered the church. So that is a fun thing to do, and kids love it. So I just wanted to show you guys that. You might have seen it before, but if not, it's really cool. But this right here, this is new. Missionaries. Yeah, I knew, like I said, the Nickersons, they were a big part of the church, and yeah, the history of it and so forth. So Uriah Nickerson. So, and then you can just click on it and you can find like he's one of my cousins, but you can find out more information and documentation, which there is. Why? Oh yeah, here we go. And there's actually articles written about him too. So, yep. So I hope you guys find that interesting for sure. Yeah. All right. So let's get to FamilyTree Maker next. So FamilyTree Maker has had a new update they've been working on with the weather, the weather feature that they have. So, which is really neat. So I got this email a few days ago, and I wanted to get this video out sooner, and it just didn't happen. So I'm sorry that it didn't happen sooner. But they're still offering a discount on a yearly membership for the Tree Vault. So right here, it says Tree Vault subscribers, if you are a Media Plus subscriber, you are all set. No preparation needed. That's because Tree Vault keeps an up-to-date to the minute copy of your tree in the FamilyTree Maker cloud for you, including your complete media collection. So the sync on green is, like I said, the green syncing weather. It's just a few days away, they said. Okay. And they don't want, they said, they will send out emails when it's ready to be updated. They said they plan on rolling out the extensively beta tested update to version 24 in a couple of days. So this is how you're going to get ready. If you're a subscriber to the Tree Vault, I'm going to show you how to find that subscription and subscribe if you want to while it's on sale. It's well worth it. It's very inexpensive and it backs up your entire tree, so you never have to worry about losing it. And then if you aren't a Tree Vault subscriber, I'm going to link the instructions for that on what to do in the description box, okay? So it's going to tell you more about it. I'm not going to bore you with like all the details of what it includes and everything, but they had a 3-day sale, and then yesterday I looked and it was still 50% off, but I couldn't, or not yesterday, the day before, it was 50% off still. But today, the only part of one of the subscriptions is 50% off. So I will let you know what that's going to look like. So this is how you compact, because right here it says, and I have ADD, so I'm always jumping around. Sorry if I'm confusing you, but if you don't have the Tree Vault, you're going to need to run a manual backup, at least to your main tree, okay? And so, and then when you do that, you're going to move a copy of each backup to someplace outside of your computer, okay? So what I'm going to do, that compact that they want you to do of your tree is right here, how to compact a file. And I will, like I said, I'm going to add a link for you guys to find this information right here. Okay. It's pretty simple. And then from there, here's the next step and then how to back it up. Okay. And so I'm going to include those links for you. And then this is the subscription, what it looks like. Like I said, the basic plan was actually 50% off until I think yesterday. And then they changed it to 25% off, which honestly, I would just do the Media Plus plan. It's well worth it. You get so much more because you get that media backup. And so it is on sale. It's $24 for a year, which is really, really affordable. So $2 per month. If you go ahead and purchase this now, I'm pretty sure this is probably not going to be available in a couple days because they've already changed this one here. That's $1.50 a month, from 50% off to 25% off. So I would jump on this if you want to get this, and I just would not wait another day at this point. So what that's going to look like when you go to your FamilyTree Maker, it is up here in the top left-hand corner where you see that little green check mark. That means I've connected my tree, my antenna tree, and that it's synced and set up. And what that means, I'm going to go to Manage Tree. And if you're not sure if you have the Tree Vault subscription, go to Manage Tree Vault, right? Oh, you can't see my, hold on, let me move this over for you. Well, there we go. Well, yeah, I guess you still can't see it. Okay, so right down here it says, if you click that window open, Manage Tree Vault account, and you click on that, it's going to show you under subscription what you have if you have a subscription. And you can see mine's annually and it renews January 21st, which hopefully I get another discount because when I originally signed up for it, it was 50% off then. Or it was like, when I first got FamilyTree Maker, they offered me like $2 for the entire year. So I went ahead and just was like, oh yeah, of course, for $2. And then I think the next year I renewed it for half the price. So it's definitely worth that. It gives you 10 gigabytes of data also. Now, if you're going to have a ton of like information, like media backed up, I would do the 200 gigabyte Media Grand, that's newer. I don't think they had that a couple years ago. But you can compare plans right down here and like what all you get with that. So also like next of kin is really cool because when I pass away, I have a will this is will to two of my family members when I pass away, so they can get all this information. They can keep this tree. So that is so worth it in itself. And then you have Family Tree Maker Connect. It's an app. I haven't used it, so I can't really tell you about it. And then you also have the historical weather database, which is really neat. And for that, you can just, let me see if I can remember how to use that. Just go here to historical weather. You'll see it when you hit the drop down menu. Oh, let me show you something. The next of kin, it gives you a certificate. And see right here, you can see who my next of kin is. It's designated. So they are the designated successor of my family tree vault. Okay. So it will never be lost. And I have certificates for that. They're in my safe. I've told my kids that I have those. And then you just come here and you just print it. So, all right. So me and my ADD, let me go back this way, what I was doing. Gosh. And then historical weather. So, say for instance, like I'm in Kansas City area and I wanted to see, or I don't know, where should we go? We don't have to be in Kansas City, but yeah, but whatever, Kansas City. So Kansas City, and we want to see what the weather was at a certain time. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Go back. There we go. So right here, it's going to tell you the results, what the weather was. Whoops. Oops, I didn't mean to copy it. The temperature was 91 degrees. Minimum temperature was 73. No snowfall, of course, at this time. Whoops, I guess I got to keep that open. There we go. And then scroll down this way. And you can do that for the next station and so on. So you can get specific, which is really cool. So you can find out like what the weather was like that day of the picnic that your family had, or the reunion, or I don't know, the vacation they went on, where they went, or where they were buried. You know, what was the weather that like when they were buried, when their funeral took place. So it's just something kind of cool. So that is really all I think I wanted to cover with you guys. And then up here in this right hand corner, let me pull the page in a little bit so you can see. All right, so in the top right hand corner is where your ancestry syncing is, and that's where we've been for several months now. We haven't A lot of us have had problems syncing with Ancestry and FamilyTree Maker because of this update they've been trying to do. So now the update should be fine. It says they would sit down an email. I haven't received an email, and I haven't like updated the changes yet. I just logged in. So it says to not like update until you get a notification. So I'm not doing that until I get a notification, because they probably don't want the systems to crash, which is understandable. So I am going to have a video. The next video I have, let me back up. Okay, the next video I have coming up is going to be over some new features with MyHeritage. And then after that, I'm going to have actually a training video on how to take notes, and why we need or should take notes and research notes of the work that we're doing for our ancestors. And one of those ways I'm going to do it is going to teach you how to take notes and research notes on FamilyTree Maker, and then how to do that off of FamilyTree Maker. So that's what I've been working on for the last week. It does take a little bit of time for me to prepare these videos, so I will hopefully get that out by next week. I don't know if I'll have it ready by this weekend. We'll just see. You never know. It depends on how much time I have. But I want to make sure that I do a lot of research, and I want to make sure like it's really I'm giving you guys a lot of good information. So that is what I've been working on, and I'm excited for that, because I have not wanted to do notes for a long, long time. And a friend of mine, Dee, gave us a presentation at church on notes and how to take them and the importance of it. And so I did some more research, and I was like, yeah, I'm kind of convinced. kind of convinced that, especially with the way my brain works, that I need to take notes, period. That way I'm not duplicating work I've already done. I'm not going back to records I've already researched. Also, it's a good way to find loopholes and things that are missing. It's also a good thing for people who, if you pass on, they're going to have your research notes and be able to look back at what you've already done. So that is going to be something that I think, hopefully, I can change some of your guys' minds on that. Just like I got my mind changed, and I believe now that it's important to take research notes. So that is about it. So you guys, please remember to like the video and share it, especially with, friends from church that this could help out. I'm trying to get my subscribers up to 1,000 ASAP before Christmas. So the more you like it, the more this video will be shown to more people, and that will help me out. So you guys take care, stay blessed. Until next time, bye bye.